How y'all doing? Quick update video. Getting ready to shut down the shop for the night. That thing wasn't running quite right. It was misfiring real bad occasionally, and then it would run fine. You'd whack the throttle on it, and it would run really, really bad. It would backfire like pretty much all the cylinders, both through the exhaust and the intake, all at once, violently shut off the motor. You'd start it back up. It would run like no vacuum at idle, and it wouldn't idle. You'd have to keep your foot in it, and it would shake real bad, and then it would pop and crackle and come out of it, and then it was fine. And then my theory was the boost was blowing the valves open, and maybe a valve got into a piston. I was having all kinds of these different, okay, something changed ever since I put more boost in it. Something's different. And it turns out well, it turns out don't buy a cheap distributor. The roll pin in this distributor came out when I pulled the distributor out, and that's half a roll pin, but the other half's in there, but it's not in good shape. It's broken. So that's why it was misfiring. I don't exactly know how it was running, but or I don't know, or this thing fills itself full of oil and it starts misfiring because I run a lot of zinc in my oil, so it's probably way conductive, and that probably isn't helping. But these fill themselves full of oil. These misfire like crazy. These go bad within like a month or two of using them. Don't buy them. Buy the MSD Street Fire distributor. Don't buy these cheap knockoffs that Speedmaster and there's a bunch of other brands make. Like Speedmaster has some good stuff, but they don't make good distributors. Don't buy those, trust me. I've got one there, I've got one there, I've got another one on my ton truck out here that's now broken, or not broken, just doesn't run right. So put the MSD Street Fire back on that engine, because you know, why not? I had to change the distributor anyway, so I might as well take the whole engine off and, you know, put that engine in there. Why wouldn't I? So that's a 355. It's got forged pistons in it. It's around 10.5 to 1 compression ratio. It's got a Chevrolet Performance crank. It's got the pink rods in it. Real nice set of rods I got. Comp cams, double roller timing, Howard's camshaft, Howard's lifters. Of course, it's got the supercharger on it. I put the MSD Street Fire ignition on it. It's got all King XP series bearings. It's got a Moroso high volume oil pump. It's got a lot of trick parts on it. Completely different build compared to that one. That's rowdy. That's a rowdy engine. That's not. And I really want to hear this thing run like right now, and I can't because it's too late at night, and all my neighbors would probably be mad at me and call the police and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't want to find out, so I can't start it until tomorrow, which is Easter Sunday. That's a good day to start it. So yeah, now I'm just stuck staring at it and, you know, wishing I could start it right now, but I can't. So y'all have a good one. Take her easy. I'll see you in the next video. The next video you see will probably be this thing running, or another couple random videos that I upload tonight if I get bored that's on my phone, or not, or I don't know. But you'll see this thing running tomorrow, because that's the first thing I'm doing when I wake up, is I'm bebopping out here and pushing the button on that thing. I already pushed the key, you know, hit the button and cranked it over and watched it build oil pressure within like 2 seconds. And, you know, I primed the engine a few times. That engine's got less than 15 minutes runtime on it. I just built that thing, had it on the stand, ended up building an engine for my buddy Kenny and another engine for my buddy Matt. And I think another engine I built for the ton truck, the 427, I did something to it. I built a lot of stuff, and it's hard to keep track of everything, but that's a really, really kick-ass engine, and this is going to be way more sketchy than it used to be, because that's probably, I'd hate to think how much more power that's going to make compared to that, because that's a stock piston, stock rod, stock crank, stock heads. I think I might have worked on the bowls a little bit in the head, on those heads. I can't remember. It's got a pretty good camshaft in it, but that's a very, very mild engine. You could put that in anything and daily drive it. That is a whole nother animal. So this is going to be freaking awesome. See y'all in the next video. Stay tuned.